Welcome to today's Morning Report analysis videos on Friday the 2nd of November with me, Rich Perry, market analyst at Hantec Markets. We've got positive markets again. We've had reports out from the US, Donald Trump saying that he had a long and good conversation with President Xi of China, and now that is positive because it suggests that also that they are going to be meeting up at the G20 and the possibility of a ball now rolling on a some sort of agreement over trade would be certainly seen as a positive. For months and months, markets have been dogged by the negativity surrounding a potential trade war between the US and China, and if this is now something that is potentially going to be agreed upon, then yeah, well, we could see a significant improvement in sentiment driven through markets, and that is certainly being seen through equities today. DAX, CAC, strongly higher, and actually if you open up the DAX, you can see all the big exporters are doing very, very well, and that is certainly helping markets today. So that is positive risk sentiment, and interesting that we're seeing the dollar a little bit lower today, and you can see that across the forex space. Euro higher, sterling slightly higher, continuing to gain. Actually, it was a bit neutral coming into the European session. It's gained a little bit more ground again today. We've started to see the dollar weakening, which is pulling gold and silver higher again. Equities being the main jumper today. S&P 500 futures up another 0.75% in early trading today. So we're seeing some good gains, which is, as I said, helping to pull the dollar lower. This is an interesting chart we need to keep an eye on. The Chinese yuan, which is really is regaining some strength against the dollar, pulling that rate sharply lower, and that is one of the drivers of the dollar weakness today. In terms of treasury yields, they are higher, and theoretically you'd say higher treasury yields are positive for the dollar, but I think it's the sort of trade story which is outweighing these the positive aspect of yield gains for the dollar there. So all helping sentiment today. Now it's payrolls today, so we've got to focus on that this afternoon. Now it'll be interesting. I've got a payrolls webinar later, so I'll sign up for that if you care to watch them live and see the analysis live. But what we're looking for is 190 on headline. Average hourly earnings increasing to 3.1%, so that's a big jump in average hourly earnings. And also the unemployment rate staying steady at 3.7%. But it could be the average hourly earnings which really drive the sentiment. So if there's a suggestion that average hourly earnings picking up strongly, feeds into the expectation of further rate hikes, and that could actually be negative for equity markets. So that will be interesting to watch this afternoon, but we could see the dollar regaining some lost ground if we do see average hourly earnings jumping strongly. So that is the focus for this afternoon. But my chart of the day is the Aussie yen. Now I've spoken about improved risk sentiment, and you can certainly see that through Aussie yen jumping hugely high yesterday, and again today just a little bit off the top as we sort of come into the European session. But I would say anything that unwinds these strong momentum indicators on the hourly chart are a chance to buy now. Anything sort of 80.50 is an old key pivot line, was the old floor of the range. Became a pivot line through September and October, breaking through that yesterday and continuing. So anything that sort of unwinds, I suppose, back towards that pivot line, you could argue. You got intraday lows around 81 figure yesterday. Again, so 80.50 to 81 figure, a nice little sort of buy zone support area there for the Aussie yen, and I think that we're going to be sort of manoeuvring for a test of 82.50. Breakout above that would be fairly significant, I would say, because that would start to suggest we are turning a corner on Aussie yen and possible improvement in risk sentiment. So this is a key level, I think, 82.50, that we need to watch. So certainly the improvement is coming through on the momentum indicators as well, above 60 on the RSI, swinging higher strongly on the MACD lines and the stochastics. So any intraday weakness, I think, on Aussie yen is a chance to buy. So with that in mind, I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I'll speak to you later.